This grid contains a list of randomly selected numbers from 1 to 10. If the following frequency table is filled, which interval would have the greatest frequency? Looking at our frequency table, our first interval is from 0 to 1.9. So we want to use our grid and find all numbers between 0 to 1.9. So counting this in yellow, we first have 1.3, then 1.8, 1.2, 1.5, and 1.1. And as we can see, we have 5 numbers, so the frequency is 5 for the interval of 0 to 1.9. Our next interval is 2.0 to 3.9. So let's use red and count all the numbers from 2.0 to 3.9. We have 3.5, 2.3, 2.3, 3.3, 3.4, 3.7, and finally 3.4. And if we count all of these numbers, we get a total of 7. Our next interval is 4.0 to 5.9. So now let's use green and find all the numbers between this interval. We have 5.1, we have 4.6, 4.9, 5.9, 4.5, then 5.6, 4.8, 4.3, 4.8, and finally 5.5. And if we count all these numbers within this interval, we get a frequency of 10. Our next interval is 6.0 to 7.9. So let's use blue and find all the numbers between this interval. We have 7.8, 7.9, 7.1, then 7.8, 6.5, 7.7, and 6.7 to give us a frequency of 7. And our final interval is from 8 to 9.9, so let's use black and count the numbers within this interval. We have 9.8, 9.1, 8.6, 9.1, 8.9, and 9.5, which gives us a frequency of 6. Now that we've calculated all of our frequencies, we can find which interval has the greatest frequency. As we can see from our table, the largest frequency is 10. So therefore the interval with the greatest frequency is 4.0 to 5.9.